Okay, everyone, it's the good news from God again, and this video is going to be about the weather. And um, so let's start. Have you guys noticed the weather changes? And have you guys noticed how first it's hot and then it's cold? And if it's so cold and it's just really shivering and cold, and then it's hot and hot. But what you guys haven't noticed, and if we haven't noticed, we are so I could say not aware of it, because we try to put our needs before listening to the voice of God in our thoughts, in our minds, and in our spirits. So first, what does this have to do with the weather? It has to do everything. Sometimes God, or always almost, does things so that we can pay attention. And many people haven't gone back to God and have repented of their own sins and haven't prayed for those who are sinning now. And I also asked God, I'm a Christian and I listen to the voice of God, and I believe that I do so. I walk in righteous paths. I try, to do everything as you say. So what do I have to do with everyone else's sin? Why do I have to pay for somebody else's sin? And so the answer is that we're all connected. This is the thing. We live in the world. We have 7 continents. They are North America, South America, South America, Europe, Africa. All those 7 continents. Look, we're all connected. It doesn't matter our race. And we're not asking God to forgive us as united nations. That means not only the United States, but the whole world. We're not doing our part as human beings that are below God to ask Him to forgive us for everything, that there is in the world. Put it this way, if you are not the one that's sinning, and you should pray for those in your family. Because why? Well, if you think like I did in the past, that nothing can affect me if I'm good with God, I was wrong. Why? Because when you're around a person, you're around their spirit also. And if that person is not a believer, if you live with people that are not believers, then what happens is you might get tempted to, just be angry, or just other stuff that demonic, So you must pray for those who are in your household. And biblically speaking, there is a verse in the Bible that says, or it's like something the prophets used to do thousands of years ago. I don't know if it's BC. I believe it's BC, before Christ. But anyhow, what they would do is that Aaron, one of the I think it was one of the prophets. If he's not a prophet, then let's just say that Aaron did it. Aaron used to offer an expiation offering for himself and those for his household. Why is that required? Why? Because they're around you most of the time. If you live near them, you're living with them, then you're gonna do or act the same way as they do. And if not, God will decide if this can affect you, just so you can pray for those who are around your house. Now, we need to pray also for our city. Which is your city? Think about it. Do you live in Atlanta, Georgia? Do you live in Illinois, Colorado, Las Vegas, Los Angeles? That's my city. I live in Los Angeles. So, which one is yours? You need to be aware that you need to pray for those in your city. Yes, it's your responsibility to do it because no one else is going to do it, and you know of God. Those who know of God are more, not obligated, but are more responsible for the good things. So, and it's a good feeling also when you pray for those and you see that God has taken away the angel of death, the plagues, what else? Sicknesses. If you start doing that, if we start doing that as people of God, then we can have a way better world than what we do have now. No more tsunamis, no more rain, no more. These are all judgments of God. This is what most of you are not understanding. Many prophets have said it, but no prophet comes forth and really speaks about the reality of how this world is so much in sin that God is sending all these, and they're not providing a solution either. So before Jesus, I stand here and I'm telling you, because one, I got tired of it, and two, because Jesus told me that I have to tell you guys. So with that being said, pray for your city, pray for all the sins that you can think of. This could be the sin of alcoholism, the sin of prostitution, sin of addiction, fornication, adultery, drug use. It could be rebellion. It even could be that you don't want to apologize to God for what you knew you should have done and you didn't do it. And also for thanking Him for everything that He has done in the day for you and in the month for you. The little things that you think that are, they're supposed to happen, they're not really supposed to happen. These are things that He made happen. So we're not in control. Always, rule number one for this project, always know we are not in control. Because if we think we are, then we're in trouble. We're not in control. The rule number one is that God is in control. You can be a servant of God. You're not in control. Okay? Because I am a church member and I see so many things. So I'm telling you. You can be a bishop. You're not in control. You can be the reverend. You're not in control. You can be the pastor. You're not in control. You can be, let's see. Did I say bishop already? I think I said bishop. What else? You can be the leader of the church. You are not in control. And what God likes is when we go back and recognize that we are wrong and that He is the God of the heavens, the God of the army. He likes to be the God. That's why He's called God. Which is like so, is it hideous that you say? Or it's funny. Because sometimes we forget. We call Him God. Have you guys thought about that? That we call Him God we call him God, and you guys are like, okay, God, help me, and this and that. But are we really treating him as a God? Do we really are we really giving him respect as a God? Are we serving him as a God? Because other people have other gods. So, and these are demons also. And they are getting out of the way to serve those demons, as they call gods, you know? So we need to do our part as Christians and treat God with the respect of a God. He likes to be reminded that he's in control, that he's gonna do it. Not because God would think that he knows he's almighty, he likes it, but he doesn't, God is pure love. And so sometimes we need to listen and just do what he says and not ask questions. Don't ask questions. Why do I have to do this? Or why do I have to say sorry to you? Or or why do you have to punish me for what I did? Or why should I pray for others that that hurt me? Or why do you have the rules of offering? I could have used that for something else. If you want to follow God, stop asking questions. He's a God, not us. You're not a God. He's a God. So you're a human. You're not superior. Remember that. So now that we know that we're not superior, that we are below, we need to start how do you say that word? Reconciling. Saying sorry to God. I messed up. I shouldn't have done this. I know I'm wrong. I'm sorry. You can tell him as the friend that he is. God is Christ also, which is the same person, but a little bit different sometimes. Christ the mediator, he's a friend. You can call him a friend. He stays with you always, forever, and he's never gonna leave you. So that being said, you should start asking him questions, telling him what do you want to do. Tell him why do you think it's wrong. But pray for your city, pray for those. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this weather back up so we can live a better life. That's the main goal. So let's say you're from Los Angeles and you have to pray for Los Angeles. Pray for, whatever sin you think is going on in your city. So after that, excuse me, I'm going to stretch a little bit. After that, after praying for your city, then you're going to say, well, I hope you hear us, God. And you're going to see after the prayer, I don't know how many days. If you have to do it consecutively, try to do it 7 days. It could go up to a month. Use your faith. If you have any questions, comment or question below the video. And then as soon as I see it, I will answer whatever question. But you will see a change around your house and around your loved ones. And this could heal you from sicknesses. This could heal you financially and spiritually. You could get more sleep. People are going to want to be around you more. The weather doesn't have to be. Look, I'm going to repeat this to you. If you're a pastor, that, you're human, you make mistakes, or you're the bishop or the reverend, whoever you are. This situation doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be. We don't have to go through this. And I think it's God just spoke right now through me. It doesn't need to be, this situation doesn't need to be. We can change it if we just obey what God tells us in our minds, in our hearts, and in our spirits. So try helping me out. Try doing that. If you have somebody that you got in a fight with or something, if you can't say sorry, at least, um, think about them, have good thoughts about them, ask God to help you, ask God to help that person. Um, you can fast also. That's another key. Um, and try to, just try to be around them. Try to, how you doing, or, excuse me, or talk to their kids. That's an easy way, because kids are lovable and they'll never say no. So if you're nice to their kids, then, the heart of a mother will always, you know, have, how would you say, like, the heart of a mother is always um, more sensitive, more humble to say yes, you know, than, being mad or staying mad. If you treat the kids good, then, the heart of a mother would, she would, be touched by that, you know, she'll be touched by that. So, um, so prayers that go up, and blessings that go down, and prayers that go up, and prayers that go down for you. So try to do that. You're going to see the weather change. If it's hot, 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 and you have no air, do that. And if you scream loud when you pray in your room, the better it is. Try to practice that. I know it's hard, but it's better for you, because when you go outside the grocery store, you want to take your kids, or if you're 18, you don't have kids, 19, 20, you want to go outside and have an ice cream, but you don't want to have all these heat without air, right? So when we reconcile with God, then, he takes away all all the bad things, that the judgment that he has brought, and he restores. So it is written. So try to do this. What else? Try to get closer to God, and also, let's see, what else? Well, that's gonna be all for today, for tonight. Hope you guys do it. Um, and there's Jesus and Mother Mary, and I think I spoke about the heart of a mother, because she's there. And she's real also. I'm Pentecostal, but I'm a true believer that she helps out, because she's a mom and she's a woman. And us women have tender hearts. We can go very far. With that being said, thank you guys for hearing my message. I hope you guys practice it. Think about it. Have God in your hearts. And that'll be all.